Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Madison, this is Jonathan, and this is our 1 month update. 1 month baby update and 1 month postpartum update. On November 15th, 2022, I gave birth to my precious little Jonathan James, and yesterday was December 15th, so he is officially 1 month old. We just had his 1 month pediatrician appointment yesterday, and so I have some updates on his growth and just milestone updates in general. So let's go ahead and get into the video, but before we do, make sure you press the subscribe button. Okay, there's so many of you out there, the majority of you are not subscribed, but you watch my videos. So please subscribe, help me out, and yeah, let's get on into it. Let's start off with his growth. So when he was born, he was 8 pounds and 13 ounces and 21.5 inches long. And yesterday at his appointment, he was 11 pounds, 10 ounces, so he's almost gained 3 pounds. So that's the 90th percentile for weight. And then he is 23.5 inches, so he's grown 2 inches taller since birth. And that is over the 99th percentile for growth is what they said. He is a big boy. He's gonna be like his daddy and his grandpas. They're all over 6 foot tall. His favorite thing to do at 1 month old is play with his toys, specifically the baby play gym that he has. He loves, especially the black and white toys, the high contrast, and he likes that the black and white toys make noise when he hits them. He smiles and coos when he plays with it a lot of the time. So his least favorite thing to do is being burped too early, in his opinion, into feeding. We like to burp him after every ounce because it helps reduce spit up. So after we feed him 1 ounce, we still burp him, and majority of the time he does not like that because he's still hungry. So the number of teeth that he has at 1 month, he has 1 tooth. He has had that same tooth since birth. The pediatrician told us to go to the children's dentist, and she said that it wasn't loose. There's no hazard as of now of him swallowing, choking on it, so we don't need to pull it out. We're just gonna leave it be. I'll try to insert a picture. It's probably going to be of him crying because it's hard to get a picture of his tooth. For his senses, he is already reaching out and touching, and he also sits in his baby bouncer over here, and we put the toys in front of him as well, and so he'll hit those toys also. Motor skills, he likes to stretch his arms up, he stretches his legs out. We'll put our hands by his feet and he'll push against them, so he's building up strength in his arms and legs, which is good. He also lifts his head really well. Like he was laying on my chest and he was already lifting his head right out of the womb, so he has a very strong neck. Communication, so he cries whenever he's hungry, cries whenever he has a wet or dirty diaper, he cries when he's sleepy or when he's uncomfortable. But for the most part, he's a really good baby, and he doesn't cry unnecessarily a lot of the time. He was a little bit fussy before I started this video, but obviously he was tired. He's going off to sleep right now. Also for communication, he is starting to smile when he's amused. Newborns will smile when they're gassy, and we've definitely seen those types of smiles, but we also see just normal smiles that we see whenever he's playing or when he's looking at his mama or dada. It's super sweet. We can't wait to hear him laugh, but we're definitely cherishing the smiles he gives us. Alright, so for some more stats, how much he's eating a day. I know this varies for every single child. He's obviously a big boy, so he was eating 3 ounces basically after week 1. And then he moved up to 4, and now he sometimes takes 5. So we're well on our way to 5 ounces. For the number of ounces of formula that he eats every day, we track it. I use right there. It's called Baby Tracker Newborn Log. You can track his feedings, his diaper changes, his sleep. It separates his sleep into daytime and nighttime sleep. You can also document baths and tummy time and different milestones that he achieves. So I really like this app and I recommend it. As far as kind of the average amount of formula that he's eating every day, it varies every day, but I would say average about 28 ounces a day is how much he drinks. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. For diaper changes, he has 8 to 13 diaper changes a day. He definitely goes through those diapers quickly. For sleep, I am so happy and proud of him for his sleep, and I think that taking care of babies, the newborn sleep class we purchased, or my mom purchased that for us, thank you Mom, and I think that that has contributed greatly to us getting him to sleep really well. I will say that he was already he kind of put himself on the 3-hour schedule whenever he was born. That's just whenever he was waking up to feed was every 3 hours, and he's still on that same schedule, except now at nighttime he has one long stretch of sleep that can range from like 5 to 6.5 hours of sleep before he wakes up. And so last night, I think it might have been our longest stretch, maybe. Okay, so he slept 6 hours 25 minutes from 10 p.m. till 4:25 a.m. And then he slept again for another 2 hours and 30 minutes after that. So he has one long stretch of sleep. The night before that it was 4 hours 51 minutes. The night before that it was 4 hours 46 minutes. And Monday, the night before that, it was 6 hours 19 minutes. So I would say this week he has started to have longer stretches. I think before that the longest he had slept was 4.5 hours. So he's definitely starting to sleep longer at night. We definitely do follow the eat, play, sleep. So he sleeps, and then when he wakes up we feed him. The only time where we feed him and put him right to sleep is at night. So for naps, he never has a bottle before he has a nap, unless he just falls asleep right after, which isn't very often. He usually follows he wakes up, we eat, we play, and then once we see he has sleepy cues, which is 1 to 2 hours later, then he'll go down for a nap and then wake up and do it all over again. At our 2-week pediatrician appointment, if some of you are concerned of like you should be waking up that baby to eat in the night, at the 2-week pediatrician appointment he said we can stop waking him up at night, which we never had to do. He would just wake up every 3 hours and that's when he would feed. After the 2-week mark, we no longer needed to wake him up at night. He is growing perfectly. He is so healthy, and we are very blessed and thankful. I think the last thing I had to talk about was baths, and we are doing baths 3 times a week right now. And when I say bath, I mean shower, because every time we've tried to do a bath with him in his little bathtub, he screams and cries the whole time. So he does not enjoy baths, but he likes being up next to us. Oh, he's kind of smiling. Look how sweet he is. Look at that. He's adorable. What was I saying? Yeah, he likes to be up next to us and feel safe and comforted in that way when we're showering. So that's how, oh my gosh, he's so adorable. Okay, so I think that's all I have for the baby update. I will say something off the top of my head is his eyes. His eye color has been gray since birth. And so we don't know if he's going to have brown eyes like Davis or if he's going to have blue-green eyes like me. With my eyes, I'll try to... So my eye, I have like a a darker outside and then a lighter inside. And I've noticed with Jonathan that he's also has the darker outside and a lighter inside, but the color is still gray. So there's been times where we thought with the lighting it might be brown, but we will see. I think that's going to be it for the baby portion, the 1 month update. Moving on to the postpartum portion of this video, I am going to be talking about weight, so this is a trigger warning. If that is something that you don't do well with, click out now. During my pregnancy, I gained a total of 30 pounds. After I had Jonathan and his weight was out of me, all the amniotic fluid was out of me, and my placenta was out of me, I lost a total of 10 pounds. I was now up 20 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight at that point. And then without doing anything besides resting in that first week after birth, I lost another 10 pounds. And then I have stayed the same weight ever since. For the past 3 weeks, I have been 10 pounds heavier than my pre-pregnancy weight. I've been thinking of ways of how I'm going to start working that off. I've been to the gym once, and it was this week, mainly working on exercises that are going to strengthen my abdomen and my pelvic floor, and doing some walking, just trying to ease back into it. I don't want to injure myself. I haven't talked to my OB about working out yet or anything, but I feel good. My body feels good. I feel ready to at least do some light exercising. I'm going to listen to my body in that aspect and hopefully get back into a steady workout routine and see if I can't get the rest of my weight off. But I will insert a picture of when I got home from the hospital. This picture was taken a few days after I gave birth when I came home, and as you can see, I still had somewhat of a belly. I'm wearing 2 tight sports bras because I was in the process of binding my breasts in the hopes of stopping milk production. I don't think I'm going to talk more about my breastfeeding journey and how I came to decide to stop that, but if that's something that you're really interested in, let me know. But anyway, besides that, this is what I look like then. This is a picture of me today and what I look like now. I basically look like this for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I think that I have bounced back pretty well, this being my first baby, and I'm pretty young. I'm 22 years old. The first week after I came home from the hospital was a complete disaster. It was a nightmare. Really dreaded the idea of having a baby ever again. It was very painful. So I had an epidural, so my actual pushing him out it wasn't that bad. The aftermath of having a baby is what killed me. But it only lasts a week. If you're pregnant or if you want to get pregnant one day, it's okay. It lasts 1 week and then it's all better and you feel much better. So, but again, everybody's different. Everybody's body's different. Recovery time is different. I didn't have a C-section. I guess the last update I will give you is about stretch marks. I do have quite a bit of stretch marks. I didn't get stretch marks until towards the end of my pregnancy. They started out very minimal and then, in my opinion, got very big. Not very big, but I have them on like all the areas that you get stretch marks. So I have them on my legs, I have them on my hips, I have them on my stomach, my lower stomach, and then I have them on my breast. So I'm not going to show you the breast because it's not easily visible with a top. That's what I'm dealing with. I don't know if they will reduce, how long that'll take. I'll probably grow to love them, but yeah. My in-laws are here, so I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. Thank you so much for watching this 1 month baby and postpartum update, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!